Welcome to Sisters in Service podcast. Most of you know me as a strong advocate for women veterans in being recognized not only as veterans, but also as women who are changing the world through our passion of serving, even after service. This podcast is my passion by telling all the stories of military brats, military spouses, active duty, and veterans, not to forget the veteran service organizations that help us along our transition journey. I want to thank you in advance for listening. I hope that you will join me every week. A new podcast and episode comes out every Tuesday, so I hope that you will join and I hope that you enjoy. This podcast is brought to you by Small Space Pilates. Are you ready to get fit and fabulous from the comfort of your own home? Look no further than Small Space Pilates. With live online Pilates and strength training classes, a video library, and a no perfection allowed policy, you can achieve your fitness goals without ever leaving your house. Click on the link for your complimentary week and start your journey to feeling fabulous today. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Why Not Wellness under the Sisters in Service podcast umbrella. You know me, I am your movement specialist, Kat Corchado, your go-to source for health and wellness and all things latest and greatest in, not sports. What am I trying to say? Latest and greatest in fitness. Duh. So in today's episode, we are going to explore a simple yet powerful exercise that can dramatically improve your longevity. You ready? It's a secret. No one knows this. Walking. Yes, I said it. Walking. In fact, my husband and I walk every Monday because he's off on Mondays and Tuesdays, and I'm off on Mondays, and we go for a walk together. Not a power walk, just walking, talking, connecting with each other. So we'll get into some things about that also. So first of all, let's talk about why walking? Why? Okay, number one, it's easy. Everyone can pretty much walk. You can walk outside. You can walk inside. You can march in place. All you need is a good pair of shoes. That's it. Now, I do understand that if you cannot, because of, this time of year is what? Sinus issues, allergies. I get it. I really do. And then by the time that's over, guess what? Summer's here and I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. And by that time, it's just way too hot. So you have to be a little strategic. Where do you live? When could you walk? Would it be in the morning? Would it be in the evening? I do not recommend midday. It's too hot and we don't want to do that. I'm just going to leave it there. So what are the benefits of walking? Well, walking is a natural, accessible, easy, and effective form of exercise that offers a wide range of benefits, like improving cardiovascular health, to boosting your mood, your mental well-being, all of that. So think about this. When you move, you're exercising your body, but guess what else you're exercising? What else are you working? This up here, your brain. It clears your brain. When I'm walking, I get all kinds of ideas for the podcast. I get ideas for my business. I get ideas for a lot of different things. So let's continue. Regular walking can have a profound impact on your overall health. So we'll discuss some specific benefits of walking for longevity and how it compares to other forms of exercise. So what's the science behind this? Well, I'm not going to get all sciencey. I don't even know if that's a word. Is that a word? Y'all know what I mean, right? Sciencey. So let's delve into the scientific research that supports the benefits of walking for longevity. Studies have shown that regular walking can reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. We'll also explore how walking affects key biomarkers associated with longevity, such as inflammation and insulin sensitivity. So let me stop right there. When we think of inflammation, we think of what? Pain, swelling, right? But you can also have inflammation on the inside that there's no pain. The inflammation means we've eaten something that's irritated our insides, and inflammation can start. And inflammation can do quite a few things to your body. We're not going to talk about that today. And then insulin sensitivity. How sensitive are you to sugar? Do you crave sugar? I do when I'm stressed, but not as much as I used to. So if you're diabetic, maybe you can not have to take medication. I said maybe, but you should always check with your doctor first. And by the way, any exercise that I recommend, you have got to check with your doctor first. Please. I'm asking you, I'm begging you, check with your doctor. Okay. So let's look at some tips for incorporating walking into your routine, such as when are you going to do it? And it doesn't have to be hard. Where are you going to do it? In your home, outside your home? If it's outside your home, where are you going to do it? Whom are you going to do it with, if anyone? And please be careful. And I would say this specifically for women. If you go out early in the morning and it's dark, please don't go out there by yourself. Always have a buddy with you. Unless you're just one of those badasses that can, hold your own, then maybe this doesn't apply to you. All right, so practical tips and strategies for incorporating walking into your daily routine, regardless of your fitness level or schedule. So let's talk about setting realistic goals. How long are you going to walk? And please don't say I'm going to walk 30 minutes, especially if you haven't been walking for months, years, etc., or ever. And I'm talking about walking for fitness, not just mall walking, not just what I call mosey walking, where you're just kind of taking your time. So what's a realistic goal for you? I always believe in less is more. So if you think you can do 30 minutes, do 15, cut it in half. If you think you can do 2 miles, do 1. If you think you can do 1 mile, do a half mile. It's not that you can't do it. Okay, let me put that out there. It's the recovery that's the problem. So in the moment you feel good, you're like, yeah, I'm doing this. And then you go to sleep, and maybe not the next day, but the day after, it's called second day onset muscle soreness. And you get out of bed and you think, holy crap, I feel like I've been run over by a tractor. So you want to be consistent, because if you're not, then you're going to stop and wait 3, 4, 5 days before you do it again. You want to walk at least, try 2 times a week to start out, 10 minutes. Easy peasy, right? It should be doable. So we talked about your daily routine and about your fitness level and how to determine how far you should go and how long you should walk, and setting realistic goals. What's the right pace for you? A pace that feels good, a pace where you could have a conversation with the person next to you, with your friend that you're going walking with. That's probably a good pace. It also will help you stay motivated. If you work within whatever your fitness level is, it's going to help you to say, wow, I felt really good doing that. Maybe I can do another day. Don't go past your fitness level until you're ready. So let's talk about why walking. Now, I mentioned a few things, but walking is just easy. You don't need special equipment. You do need a good pair of shoes, but it's also just easy. I love easy. And most everyone can do it. If you're not sure whether walking is for you, or I shouldn't say that, because we pretty much all walk. But, trying to formulate a good routine for walking. How often? Look at your schedule. You want some suggestions on a day? Find a day when you know you could do 10 minutes easily. And rarely back out of it. Unless it's raining, especially if you're walking outside. And that's the other thing. If you're walking outside because you prefer it, what happens when it is raining outside? What do? Are you just going to quit? Are you just going to stop? No. Walk inside, walk around your apartment, walk around your house, go up the stairs, down the stairs. You don't have to do that, but get your steps in. It all counts. Walk in place. Bring your knee up to your chest, bring the foot down, other knee up to your chest, bring that foot down. Do that for a minute, walk in place for a minute, and then repeat. There are lots of ways to do this. And if you're not sure, reach out to me. I'm always here. Okay. So walking is more than just a form of exercise. It's simple, but yet it's a powerful tool for improving your health and longevity. By incorporating regular walking into your routine, you can reap a multitude of benefits that will enhance your quality of life for years to come. I'll give you an example. There was a woman who lived in my building. She's recently moved. I would see her walk. She would walk 5 miles every day. She was a little tiny thing, small, little. And I would just see her walking. And I asked her one day, I said, I'm so impressed with your walking. Why? And she has high blood pressure and she's diabetic. And her doctor said she needs to walk 5 miles is what she does every day. Now, I'm not saying you have to do 5 miles. I want you to think about this as a way of thinking about, and maybe you're not diabetic. That's okay. But you can reap the rewards. And she said her cardiovascular workouts were up as far as how far she could go. She's even been hiking, which she couldn't do before. And she said it makes her feel better. So with that said, I want to invite you to have a one-on-one with me. Let's chat about it. And I may invite you to try a free week of small space Pilates. Now, you don't have to. It's an invitation, so you're able to say yes or no. But if that's not your thing, and I get it, let's still chat. Let's figure out how we can get you moving. If walking's not it, then let's find out what is it. What is your thing? Let's find out what it is. And I'm more than happy to do that. So reach out to me at kat@smallspacepilates.com. And you know me, I'm your movement specialist. So until next time, bye.